Hello, I'm Tilly, and today I'm going to show you how to make these gorgeous crochet heart around a face bead. I think they're just gorgeous. I've made quite a few of these and I just love them. They're brilliant for using up your scrap yarn. So some of the things you can make with these, similar to the flowers really, you can make bag charms, key rings, add the keyring metal to the top. You can use them as wedding favours, random acts of kindness, teacher gifts, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. There's so many uses, isn't there, for things like this. And just decor around the house really, just to brighten things up, make them look nice. But today I'm going to be using this paint box yarn, and it's a paint box cotton DK. And this is bubblegum pink, colour number 451. So that's the yarn I'm using. I'll be using a pair of scissors, a darning needle, and a stitch marker if you want to use a stitch marker. And of course our face beads. So I've got quite a few face beads and they're just so sweet, aren't they, really? So I might make the cat one today. So we'll use the cat bead. I'm going to use a 3mm crochet hook, which is a number 5. So to get started, I'm going to do a slip knot, leaving a bit of a tail because we're going to use that to fasten it off. I'm going to chain 14. And I'm going to pull that loop up a bit, take the crochet hook away, and we're going to use our darning needle and thread the tail. I'm going to get our bead and take the tail through from the top to the bottom through the bead, all the way through until you get to that loop. So it'll be like this, and then we're going to take the needle through the loop, tighten the loop up a bit, not too much because you've got to pull the yarn through it still. Take the yarn all the way around and then go back in through the bottom and out through the top. Then you can pull that a bit tighter. So take the needle off for now, and then we're going to do 2 knots to secure it. So it's looking like that. I'm going to re-thread the yarn through our darning needle, the tail end, and just going to simply take it through, down through the top, out through the bottom, and snip that off. So this is the sort of tightness I've got it, so you can still see a gap there because we need to get our hook through there. So what we're going to do is going to start on this side, and we're going to get the hook all the way through, making sure we've gone right through and we haven't caught any of the threads, up to the top. And we're going to yarn over, do a slip stitch just to pull that yarn through. And then we're going to do another slip stitch. This is the start of the pattern. So slip stitch, Now if you want to put your stitch marker in, you can. I don't usually use stitch marker for these because I've made that many of them now. But if you want to put a stitch marker in, put it in that slip stitch that we've just made, because we're going to be joining back into that as we come back round. So what we're doing here is we're building these stitches up to get this nice curve, and then we're bringing them back down again. We're only doing 2 rows and it is very simple. So to start with, we're going to do, we've done our first slip stitch, we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to do a half double, keep pulling them round, and then we're going to do a double. Do need to scrunch them right up so we fit them all in. And then we're going to do 4 treble crochets. So we're yarning over twice, go through, yarn over, pull that through. We've got 4 loops on the hook, so we're going to pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. So we want 4 of those, so we've got 3 more. That's our 4 treble crochets. And now we want 4 double crochets because we're coming smaller again. So 4 double crochets. 1, 2, scrunch them up, 3, 4. And now we're going to do 2 treble crochets. That's it for this side. Now we're going to be working up the other side. So on the other side we want to do 1 treble crochet. Now we did 2 here, but this is going to be the point, so that's why we wanted an odd number. So on this side we're going to do a treble crochet. So yarn over twice, make sure you go right under all those threads on the chain. It can get a bit tight, so you just need to tease it through. So that's our treble, and now we're scrunching it down this way to the bottom. And now we want 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that stitch marker out of the way, they can get in the way a bit. And now we're going to do 4 treble crochets, just the same as we did over here. So scrunch it all down this end, yarn over twice, 1, 2, 3, get some more yarn out, 4. Now you want a double, a half double, a single, and we're going to slip stitch to that first slip stitch that we did, that we've got the stitch marker in. So we're going to go into that stitch, take the stitch marker out, and finish that slip stitch. So it doesn't look very much like a heart at the moment, does it? It's all very flat, but it will work out for the next round. So for the next round, we're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, and then we're going to do 2 half double crochets in each of the next 10 stitches. So we want a total of 20 half double crochets. So 2 in this one, and we'll just count up to 20 all the way around, putting 2 in each one. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So what we're going to do in this stitch here, the one right at the bottom, is we're going to do a double crochet, and then we're going to do a picot. So chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go back into the base of that double crochet through both those loops and do a slip stitch. That gives us this nice little bit at the end here to define the bottom of the heart. So we're going to do exactly the same what we did here up this side. So we're going to do 2 half doubles in each stitch, a total of 10 times. We want 20 half doubles, doing 2 in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now we're going to do a single crochet, and a slip stitch in that last stitch, and then we're going to chain 20. If you want this loop on like this, chain 20. If you don't want the loop, you can just fasten off now. So chain 20 and then slip stitch into that first slip stitch on the other side. Pull the yarn through, leave a bit of a tail, then we're going to fasten this off. So we're going to thread our darning needle, working in the back, take the yarn through some of those stitches and straight out the bottom of the bead. Give it a good pull. So you're going to pull this center down to give it that nice defined shape, and it will also pull all this tighter as well around the bead. So we're going to take it around one of these stitches at the bottom, and then back up through the bead. And you'll feel as you're pulling it, it's pulling it tighter around the bead. But don't lose your shape of the heart. Make sure you've still got your defined heart. Don't pull it too tight where you lose that. If you want, you can just do it again. Just catch your thread there. Take it down. And just snip that end off. And that's our heart finished. Doesn't it look lovely? So that's that one. So these are some of the other ones that I've made. Now, as with I've made the flower garlands as well, and these would work beautifully together on a garland. So if you wanted to make a garland, you could make these loops shorter and put that through the thread that you're using for your garland, and you could do alternate hearts and flowers, or you could do all hearts or all flowers. So this was on my previous video with these beads. So if you haven't seen that one, go check that one out as well, because they are absolutely beautiful. So I do hope you enjoyed that video. I love making these, and they're a perfect way to use up your scrap yarn. So I've already made the flower one. I've now made the heart one, and I will be making lots more videos using these little face beads. So if you're into using these beads, do click the subscribe button and the notification button, so you will know when I bring out the videos for these and my other videos. And if you enjoyed this video, please do click the like button, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.